And look who was also in the Built Ford Tough studio. It's your Memphis Hustle star, Matthew Hurt, former Duke standout, McDonald's All-American. From Minnesota, we're going through a little bit of it's gotten chilly here in Memphis, and you were like, it doesn't even bother you. I woke up yesterday morning, I was like, man, this is outrageous. And you're like, I'm from Minnesota. It's fine.
There's about a couple inches of snow in Minnesota right now, so it's not bad at all. So.
I went up to Minneapolis in June, I guess it was, and played TPC Twin Cities and was up there for a concert. And the course was in great, and they were like, oh, yeah, we just opened it 3 weeks ago. Like, it was like they can't even open the course until nearly June because it's so cold up there.
I remember one day, I think I was in high school, we had a snow day of I think it was 8 inches of snow on May 2nd. Mm-hmm. So if that doesn't tell you the weather in Minnesota. But I will say Minnesota's the place to be in the summer. It's like 70, 80, doesn't get too hot. Doesn't get too cold, so Minnesota's a spot to be. All the lakes, that's a spot to be in the summer. For sure.
we had a blast up there for the weekend. So you're back after last season, averaging 15 points per game for the Hustle. Obviously, you have options after last season. You are back here with the Hustle. Why did you choose to play here again?
I mean, just the atmosphere here, and they made me feel like this is kind of home, a second home to me, obviously, and. I know the coaching staff very well. I knew a lot of the players here and the connection I had with the players, and I just want to run it back with them again. And I'm happy to be back, and I'm excited for the season. First practice was yesterday, so I'm just ready to get going. I think our first game next Friday, I believe, and just being here again is just making me happy. So
does it help at all? Does it matter at all that you were once recruited by the University of Memphis? You were familiar with the city. You had been here before.
Yeah, I mean, I've definitely been here before. I mean, it definitely paved the way just because I knew the city. I knew people outside of the organization, rely on when I got here and stuff like that. And I know Memphis is about 10, 15 minutes away from here, University of Memphis. So it definitely paved the way for me, and I'm just glad to be here. It's a great city. I've loved being here the last couple of years, and I'm excited for more.
I remember when you were being recruited by Memphis, Penny Hardaway, Mike Miller, and people would be like, Memphis is in there with Matthew Hurt. And I was like, they're not getting Matthew Hurt. He's going to Matthew Hurt, and people like Matthew Hurt go to Duke or Carolina or Kentucky. How seriously did you consider the University of Memphis?
I seriously consider it. I mean, just because what they were trying to change in college basketball with Penny, just getting the University of Memphis job, and Mike Miller obviously being there, and I'm pretty close with him. And you see in the recruits that he's gotten the last couple of years and how he's translated them and got them ready for the next level, especially. So that was definitely intriguing, and I definitely really thought hard of it, and ultimately it wasn't the best choice for me. So
you end up going to Duke. You play a couple of years for Mike Krzyzewski, John Shire also on that staff. You will forever be among the relatively short amount of people on the list of you played for the greatest college basketball coach of all time. What was that experience like for you?
It was surreal. I mean, just every day, just walking into the gym, and it's just greatness, and there's a lot of expectations, and I wouldn't call it pressure really, just because we did it all our life, so I wouldn't call it pressure at all, but just being under him, it was great, and he pushed everybody. It's not built for everybody, I'll say, and he'll get on you, and it won't be easy at times, but ultimately he's trying to get you better and help the team win and try to get you to the next level. So I'll always appreciate it, and
the very not subdued, but I think most people see K at these press conferences, and he's buttoned up, and he's in practices. I've been there.
Yeah.
He's fiery, and it can get. I think people would be surprised to see Mike Krzyzewski run a practice. The tone that he uses, the words that he used. Just if you could expand on what was it like for you to be in a Duke practice for the first time and when you realize, oh wow, this is a different deal.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, not a lot of fans will see it because in games, you don't see a lot. Here and there, you'll see him, get after it. But practice every day, it's a different feeling. You got to be ready to go at every single practice. It's not just doesn't matter for preseason, doesn't matter if we're in between a games in 2 days. We have a break in between. Just a lot of intense, some words. So it was very it was very surreal to be in those practices and just getting them through with my teammates. Like I know I had a great upperclassmen and they helped me get through it with them, and we all got it through together, and at the end of it, we were all proud of it. So
I'm talking to Matthew Hurt, former Duke standout, current member of the Memphis Hustle. The Hustle are in the building today for Media Day. You averaged 15 points per game last season. Started 13 times. Take me on your journey. You are a 5-star prospect, a McDonald's All-American. You go to Duke, and then you realize, I think what so many guys realize, which is it is hard to get to the NBA. There are so many All-Americans playing in the G League and overseas. When did you realize, like, I always assumed I'd be in the NBA, and I might still get there. You might, but it's very difficult, and there's only so many spots.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, when I realized, probably after my sophomore year at Duke, I kind of realized that I'm gonna have to take a different path than the normal McDonald's All-Americans, 5-star, whatever they are. So I think just realizing that and just trying to fix your weaknesses and trying to like understand what you're missing in your game and try to work on it, whether it's your offensive heavy, defensive, work on your body, because it's not just on court. You got to do so many little things off the court, preparation, everything. So it's very difficult. Some people may think it's easy, and especially coming from like McDonald's All-American, 5-star recruit, they think it's easy. But I think for me, I just got to keep working and just keep having my head down and work, and that's all I've known for my whole life. So
when you evaluate yourself, and the dream is still to make it to the NBA, what do you think you have to improve on? Like, obviously, you want to win games. It's a competition. You always want to win. But also, within these games, you've got to work on certain things. In these practices, you've got to. What do you need to do, you think, to get that call up someday?
For sure. I think just number one, probably just working on my body. Like, I know, obviously, I didn't take it as serious, coming out of college, because high school was pretty easy for me, obviously, but especially working on my body, just because like these athletes at this level are insane, and you got to be able to guard 6'2" guards, keep them in front when you're 6'9". So that's definitely one of my things I'm trying to keep working on, and especially just another one, just keep being a better shooter, like trying to be an elite level shooter. I think I'm a good shooter, but I think if I just keep working, I can try to become an elite shooter. So I think those are the two things that can maybe help me get to the next level. You
shot 39% from three last season on nearly 4 attempts per game. So that's a great percentage. But obviously something you want to continue to improve on. As you get ready for this Memphis Hustle season, you mentioned the first practice was yesterday. What kind of talent is in the gym? What kind of teammates do you have?
Yeah, they're great guys. Obviously, we had some open gyms last week, so kind of got to feel them out and everything. But yesterday was the first practice. It was good. I think we're going to be athletic. We're going to be a good team. Can shoot it. So I'm just excited just to get back with the new guys. I think me and Adonis are the only returners. Or Adonis was like half season last year, so me and him are kind of back. So me and him are just trying to connect him very well and trying to get the group together, stuff like that. And then especially our two ways, when they come down, they help us out. So we already kind of know them, but I think we should be pretty good. I think obviously we have a really good coaching staff, so I'm excited for the season. We should be really good, and everyone get to South Haven.
I'm wrapping up here with Matthew Hurt from the Memphis Hustle. Last thing before I let you go, and again, like Matt said, games down at the Lander Center in South Haven. I have a 6-year-old who plays baseball. We are setting up it's great for kids. Like, there's room to run around, and there's we're going to bring the whole team to a game down there, because it's a fun environment. We've done it before. Those games are at the Lander Center, just off the interstate in South Haven. The last thing before I let you go, how closely do you follow college basketball? Because your alma mater, preseason top 5, maybe got the most talented roster in America. John Shire, year 2, they've got an opportunity. They've got the pieces to win a national championship.
Yeah.
How closely do you still stay involved with it?
Yeah, for sure. So I'm kind of a couple years removed from it, but I got a teammate, Jeremy Roach,
sure.
That's still there. So I try to still stay in contact with them. I know they just had a secret scrimmage, I think against Villanova, I believe, on Saturday. I think that went very well. But yeah, I try to track, especially Duke. College basketball in general, I kind of towards going away. But when Duke's playing, I'm going to watch.
Okay, so just sort of hearing you talk, maybe because yesterday there was a big development for Duke. Cooper Flagg,
Yep.
the #1 player in the class of 2024, publicly committed, and immediately people were like, he's going to be the next white guy at Duke that everybody hates. You were once the white guy at Duke, but I don't remember people hating you. Did people hate you?
They might have. I didn't. I had really bad facial hair back in college, so I wouldn't blame them for hating me. Now I've kind of grown up a little bit, but I think I'm excited for him. I think he just got to accept it that he's probably going to be the next one, and I know he's very talented and. I'm just glad they got him. I know this year, especially this year's team, I think we got a lot of people coming back,
right.
And then a pretty good recruiting class coming in. I know Flipikowski has got some two hip surgeries, so I think he's feeling a lot better now. He's looking very well from what I've been hearing, and I think Jeremy has to keep leading the team. I know the freshmen are going to come in, McCain, Foster, they're going to be really good. I'm excited for them.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know when they open up, but. No,
yeah.
I think I need a national championship. I know my year after I left, we should have got that one, but I know they're on their revenge tour for sure.
Yeah, they've got a chance. The roster is in place, and that team that's a little up and down last year, but they eventually got good.
They got going at the end of the season last year. Tennessee was a very old physical team that they ran into, and. They were really physical, but I'm excited for them. I know Jeremy's he's excited too, so I'm excited for him, especially because I've played with them, and I'm just happy for them. I'm happy for Shire too. I mean, he's the one that was recruiting me because he was like more of the Midwest guys from Chicago.
Sure.
So I'm really happy for him. Great young coach, elite staff. So I got big expectations for them.
Well, listen, I can't thank you enough for being here. I'm excited you're back in Memphis this season, and we're going to get down to the Lander Center and see you real soon.
I appreciate y'all.
Thanks so much. That's Matthew
you.
Hurt, former Duke standout, McDonald's All-American, and now a member of the Memphis Hustle. Games being played this season down at the Lander Center in South Haven.